morning, and welcome back to the Brick by Brick podcast with Ronald Pauleus. Excited. This week is my birthday week. I am turning the grand 29 years old. Birthdays have a way of slowing you down if you let them. And I want to reflect on this one and just share some lessons and just reflect. I think if we take that time to reflect, because what is Brick by Brick about? It's about the principles God's woven throughout our universe that we all can take advantage of to build a life worth living brick by brick. And the last few years of my life have truly gone much quicker than I've realized. I've recently closed on a property for my family, a property we would never be able to afford, at least not for several years. And I was able to buy it this year, 2 years into real estate. And it's because of what I've learned. It's the principles I've taken advantage of. It's the action I've taken. And what's so crazy about it is the same house would be $3,000 plus a month. The same house. So how do you have it not at $3,000? It's because I was able to learn creative finance, and I purchased a property, what is called subject to the existing mortgage. And I got a house that should be $3,000 plus a month, and my all-in will be $1,054. It might be cheaper because I think I got cheaper insurance. I might have a mortgage for under $1,000. I mean, the same house would be $3,000 at current interest rates. And I want to share some of the lessons I've learned that have helped me get to where I am today. I want to talk about 28 or 29 things, little principles, little snippets, things that could be used as reels even, just to help you get an idea of what's really helped me. First lesson is this. Time is moving much faster than you think. When I was 7 years old, 8 years old, 10, 12, it was forever to get to summer so I can be out of school and have fun all summer and play games. Now, it's already summer again. It's like, wow, it's 8 months in. Where has a year gone? Time is moving much faster than you think, so you have to truncate your goals. Elon Musk, he said, take your 30-year goal, take your 10-year goal, and see how you could do it in 6 months. Time is moving much faster than you think. It's flying by. Don't waste years of your life waiting for the perfect time. Second lesson is your life is becoming whatever you repeatedly do. James Clear has made it clear you're not your goals, you're the sum of your actions. Not what you dream, not what you hope, not what you're wanting to accomplish, what you do. Lesson 3, the right room changes everything. These last 2 years have been testimony to that. I've joined Sub 2. I am now a leader in the Owners Club community. And the right rooms have changed everything. Getting near Pace Morby, being interviewed by Pace Morby, and meeting so many other people, Jamil Damji, and I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. The right rooms change everything, and I've watched me get in the right rooms where somebody's Tuesday is my dream year. I'd love to be closing deals all year, and they just closed on a multifamily for 200 units on one day. The right rooms change everything. So what rooms are you in? Lesson 4, action beats talent. That's sitting still. I've met incredibly gifted people. I've not been the smartest people in the rooms I've been in. I've always found other people more talented, much smarter, much more gifted. And I look at them, and some of those same people have done nothing. They've done nothing. They've maybe coasted on their talents. They've coasted on their skills. And I've done my best to take action. I'm the smartest idiot you've ever met. Like, you can have a conversation with me. It's like, man, that guy, I think he kind of knows what he's talking about. And then in the same conversation, it's like, the guy doesn't know what a balcony is? Like, what? That's how I was when I first started real estate. I got in a room, was orbiting someone named Nathan Yerkes, working with him. And he literally was like, okay, this is the difference between a balcony and a porch. It's like, oh, I don't own real estate. I didn't own any at the time. My mom never owned a house. We only lived in apartments. I didn't think about that stuff. I didn't know the difference. But I've been taking so much massive action that the same people who joined Sub 2 when I did in 2022, there are thousands of people who joined that year, that month even, that no doubt were smarter than me in real estate and much other things. But I guarantee you there is at least one other person who is smarter than me that joined the same time I did, that is behind me because I took action and they didn't. And I want to tell, and I don't say that to brag. I'm just saying a dummy like me can make progress. You should be able to too. Action beats talent. That's sitting still. Doesn't matter if you're talented. It doesn't matter. What matters is the action you're taking. Lesson 5, your family is one of your greatest investments. Money can be earned back. You can make it back from bankruptcy. You can get another house, another deal will come. But it's the people who are closest to you that matter so much. The family you're building, the friends you have. If they don't respect you, and people who are distant, who don't know you at all, respect you, is it really worth it? I want to be truly known and respected. I want people to be like, man, I know him and all his flaws and faults and hiccups and shortcomings and the ways his infirmities and all the things. And I still respect him, still love him. That's what I want. Lesson 6, read more. I've taken a position that I'm a forever learner. School is great at making people hate school. No. School is great at helping people hate learning. School has dumbed the people down. It wasn't school that taught me I needed to learn. It was reading books that taught me, man, there's so much to learn. And I want to be a forever learner. I want to reap the benefits and years of research and energy and effort someone has used up to acquire their knowledge. I want to take advantage of that, and you easily can by reading. Here's a PhD exhortation, or whatever the word is. Here's, boom, read it, and you learn. I want to be careful with what I learn because I'm realizing I checked out like 5 books on homeschooling and the public education system and all that. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go through the short one, but I'm not going to read the other 4 because I kind of already agree with them. And right now what I need is to double down on the business side of things, how I can scale, how I can get further on that side. Although I love that stuff. I love that education. I have a master's in educational leadership. I love that. And I love it, love it, love it. But even now, I'm intentionally saying, okay, even something I love, I'm going to not focus on that right now because there's other stuff I got to focus on that will help me get the time, freedom later to enjoy this while I'm building. Lesson 7, don't confuse motion with progress. You see, being busy isn't the same as building. You want to be careful you're not running fast in the wrong direction. You want to be careful that you've not put your ladder up on the wrong house on the wrong building. You climb up to the top, and it's the one that's on fire. You want to be careful. You want to be careful. Lesson 8. Hard conversations build healthy relationships. Avoiding conflict does not create the peace you think it does. It creates distance. You need to be able to get to a place where you connect and have those hard conversations. Save you money too. Contractor, this is not what I expected with quality. You need to stop giving this quality, or I'm not using it again. Stop using those subs, or I'm not using you again. Or you're halfway through this project and this is horrible. I'm not going to spend the rest of the money and still have to redo this. Bye. Hard conversations build healthy relationships, even in marriage. Lesson 9, confidence comes after courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Some people think, man, I can do this when I'm not scared. No, you do it scared. Guess what happens? Confidence comes after, because you realize you did it scared and it worked, or you made progress, or you learned. When you take action, you can't lose. What do you mean by that? What I mean is, you learn something. You gain something. You gain a lesson. You reach your goal. You make progress. You figure out that, okay, this isn't the route through the maze. I have to take the other route. This one leads to a dead end. You figure something out. Then the confidence will come. Level 10, your environment shapes your expectations. I've been learning this hard. If your environment says you won't be able to reach this, you won't be able to do that, if they put on the glass ceiling, it'll be very hard to go above that glass ceiling. It'll be very, very, very hard. You know why? Because the invisible power of environment eats your willpower. And if you're in an environment that says, man, you can't do that, you're fighting against that. Compared to an environment that says, man, keep going, you can do it. You're amplified, you're empowered. Sometimes you can't change your environment. At least not drastically, at least not as much as you'd want. But just realize that your environments you choose to be in, they shape your expectations. They do. I've joined Owners Club. I spoke with someone recently, Bobby S, and he's like, yeah, man, we're underwriting RV parks, and we own one now. We're about to close on. No, I think they own 2. It's like, did you own one last year? It's like, no, we didn't. It's like, dude, so you just started taking action? It's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. Well, let me take action. Because he did it. And he got 2 RV parks. I just need 1. Okay. Your environment shapes your expectations. Who are you around? What dreams are they shaping in you? 11, discipline beats motivation. Motivation is awesome. When she shows up, man, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. But the thing is, she loses her voice and she stops cheering. Or she's gone to cheer for someone else. Or she's just not there. And what you need on those days is discipline. And I've been there. It's like, man, I'm going to go knock doors and I'm going to go do this and get a deal. Well, it's been several weeks since I've gotten a deal. I don't want to go knock doors, but the thing is, knocking doors is going to help me get a deal because I'm going to be having conversations, and having conversations is going to lead me to giving offers, and giving offers will lead people to saying yes, and saying yes will lead me to a contract. You see what? You see? You need to be disciplined. Discipline beats motivation. It's also when motivation is there. It's a boost. It's turbo. But discipline's a gas that keeps the vehicle going. 12, character matters when nobody's watching. Who you are matters. Gratitude changes everything. Nancy, I lost her last name. DeWalt. There you go. Nancy DeWalt. No. Anyways, I lost her name. Nancy, Christian artist or author, said gratitude changes what you have into enough. Actually, maybe it was somebody else. Anyways, gratitude, you could Google it. Gratitude changes what you have into enough. I want to live with gratitude because everything I have has been given to me. Nothing I have is my own, and nothing I can take when I leave. Most fear disappears. Lesson 14. Most fear disappears after the first step. Fear thrives in the unknown. When the room is dark, there's a lot of unknowns. But when you have lights on and you got a flashlight, you're eliminating the unknowns. Even with your flashlight, you're sweeping the room. Like, okay, no one's there, no one's there, no one's there, no one's there, no one's there. Okay. Even though it took progress for you to get that knowledge, you got the knowledge. And a lot of times we say, man, what if the business fails? And if I get sued, if this, and like, take the first step. Then you'll realize, actually, it's going to be egregious. It's something egregious to happen for me to be sued. Or a single, like I could find a different contractor if this one's bad. I could have insurance if the house burns down. Okay. This makes sense. Taking the steps will help. Comparison, lesson 15, comparison steals joy. You got to be able to see what you have. Connects to gratitude, right? You use enough. And then you got to find out what's enough for you. Man, I just told you, if I get one RV park, that would change my life. Boom, done. What do I do? I don't even know. We need to work anymore if I'm bringing in $10,000 a month just from my RV park. But when I say, man, Pace or this person and that person has 20 RV parks, 10 RV parks, one isn't enough for me. No, find out what's enough for you, and then when you get it, awesome. That may change. It's totally fine. I know inflation is going to keep going up. At some point, believe it or not, $10,000 is not going to be enough to live on, which is crazy. But that's the way of the world with inflation. And that will change later. But right now, that'd be great. Passive income. Not even working for it. Passive income, $10,000. 16, health is easier to maintain than recover. I'm not as fast as I used to be. And I've gained some weight. And I'm realizing it's easier to maintain something than to get it back. It's easier to maintain working. It's easier to maintain than to recover. Lesson 17, learn to listen. You gotta be, even in sales, listening will help you so much. 18, ask more questions. Be an idiot. Be a student. Learn. Don't act like you know it all. Learn. 19, find mentors. Find people who will pour into you and help you get to the next level. 20, become the friend you're looking for. Someone else is further behind, and you need to be the person to pour into them. 21, learn from failure quickly. Some lessons you could just learn the first time around. You don't got to go through it 20 times. 22, invest in yourself before you invest elsewhere. 23, be generous. 24, stay curious. Curiosity is a superpower, and that's one of my superpowers. I'm curious and inquisitive about things because I realize I'm a student, forever a student. I always want to learn, always can learn from anyone. 25, don't rush seasons. If it's your season to plant, don't rush that. Your season to harvest, don't rush that. And if it's a dead season, don't rush that. There's something to learn. 26, integrity compounds. Integrity compounds. One good decision here will make it easier to make a good decision later. 28, faithfulness in little faithfulness in little things lead to bigger opportunities. Biblical principle there, blatantly. 28, legacy is built daily, not just one big, huge year. Like, oh man, I did that one amazing thing. No, legacy is built daily. Then 29, keep God first. And that's not cliche, because everyone, which God, right? No, keep Jesus first. He has said in Matthew, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be added on to you. Jesus is who you should be placing your faith in and on. That's who I have placed my faith in and on. And he's the one helping me build a legacy. He's the one helping me building a life worth living brick by brick. He's helping me be faithful in little things. I mean, you could just go back up the list all the way up to the top. Time is moving faster than you think. It's Jesus who said, life is but a vapor. You got to build your life on eternal things that matter. As I step into 29, I'm excited for another year to receive knowledge, or wisdom, knowledge, to continue my consistency, to build with my family, with Joanna, to pour into others, to give back, and to make sure that I'm pressing forward. Those are some of the lessons I've learned. I've learned much more, many more. But those are some I thought were worth sharing on this episode. Follow me on Instagram at Ronald Pauleus. I'm always sharing stories there. And then follow, if you're listening on YouTube, I have several videos about my real estate deals. Look at some of those. They're full deal walkthroughs. I think you'll like them.